Hello and welcome to what is one of my absolute all-time, probably my real favourite map. Sri Lanka maybe? Yeah, I would say Sri Lanka and this are probably. Sri Lanka was a bit of a long shot. I really did not think I'd like it, but I loved it, fell in love with it straight away. This one, Erlengrat, as it was, as it sort of is but sort of isn't, it was my absolute all-time favourite Giants map that they've ever done. It was really balanced. There's a lot of good things to this map. So, although I've new farm start. Actually, yeah, I chose that by accident, but yeah, we'll. Okay. So let's turn time down and let's have a quick look and show you that I haven't been in, although you just saw my character creation. I'm not sure if I could trip that with a little bit of a script. I'm not sure. I don't know how to do that, but what I'm saying is I'm not sure that you couldn't trick it, whereas this, we've got some bales and I didn't make them. So we have 1 year played, which is always, I've not gone anywhere, not done anything, not played any for any length of time, not even a minute. So you know I'm not telling porcupines. So it is new farmer start, and we start with field 51. Right. Well, that's a bit of a shocker. It is, isn't it? So available. Do we own anything? No, absolutely nada. So wow, that is actually not. Do we own? So we don't even own the farmyard. Wow. Well, that's a bit of a. Now that's a little bit unexpected. It's seriously very. Or we do. I was going to say that surely we can't not own the farmhouse. That was like just be. So we own a field as well. 51. I think that is new, but we've got. Oh, I don't know. No, it's changed. You can't really compare it to anything at all that we used to. Very, very. It is now. I sort of thought, well, everyone, the wilderness dog is going to do this particular type of like thing. We've got obviously a really amazing sort of start, and I thought, well, let's have a quick look as well at this. What would everyone like to see? Would they like to see new farmers? I thought, yeah, but everyone's going to do new farmers start. The wilderness dog. There's only a few, 2 or 3 players who ever do start from scratch. I was one of the first, but others also recognise the merit in a start from scratch. And there are actually a few channels that I've bumped into over my time on YouTube, searching for different things and, you know, like finding things. Ooh, nice team of very nice tractors. My favourite manufacturer. Ooh. And that beautiful little thing as well. No, it's not the AB, it's the Rigitrack. Is it the 106? Oh, it's a little 60. Oh, my life. Wow. How can that do mowing? It steers on a dime, but wow. Amazing. So, oh no, the little baler. Well, as I said, I'm not sure. I think personally, I want to do another start. I wish to do, but I really want to make this to celebrate Erlengrat. I want to do something a bit special. I mean, really a terrible shot. And based upon one of the last Erlengrat runs I did when I was a content creator, but never actually aired it on FS25, based upon something I actually did on that. So, although we see all of this, and if we sold it, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, have we got any animals? Because that's going to make it more tricky. Oh, we have. Yeah, so they would be worth actually quite a fortune, and it's going to be more tricky to sort of sell everything. So if we just have a look, how much would it be if we just sold 50? I mean, I know we can't, but what I mean is it's worth, oh wow, that's cheap actually. Wow, 179 and 101, so 270, but there's stuff in there, all of that is worth an absolute fortune. I bet you we'd be in millions by the time we actually did things. Yeah, well, let's have a look. See if, because some map makers actually make your equipment pretty worthless as well. So, not worthless, no. There's a lot of them with high value, some mediocre. The harvester's good. The fence seems to be, yeah, quite high as well. Some are quite low, but no, they are really low anyway. So, yeah, 147. The 2 fence are good. The fence, it's a very big fence scheme. I mean, I like fence a lot. They're my favourite. So the Rigitrack as well. Wow. So if we sold all of that little lot, we'd have probably $1 million in the back pocket. But what I would like to do is come back, do a start from scratch, but also do something different. So rules of engagement. Well, let's explain him when we come back. So we're not saving it. I'm going to be right back. See you shortly. Right, so that is my start. 100,000, the very minimum. Now then, anybody who's watched my channel recently will know I've been doing the selling thing, where you can buy and sell things, and even 100 grand in a few sort of like, obviously I've got nothing, so I can't even afford a field. I'll be sleeping in the car, I'll be buying and selling at the shop, and soon, I know, after a little while, I would, by the next March when we would probably start, I would have probably a small fortune. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, I want to do something a little bit different to celebrate Erlengrat as it was, or the Alps as it is. So, yeah, you can see me doing this, but let's knock time down and show you. So we've got 100 grand. We start in the same place as you'd expect, but this time we own nada, and all the vehicles have as you'd, well, you say as you'd expect, but not always does that actually happen. So obviously field prices on this was good, but what are the field prices like? 170, just trying to see what we eventually need to save up for. Field prices are always sort of quite, yeah, the best, my favourite was the one behind there. Oh, which, they've ruined it. Oh, that's a shame. Well, you can't have it. Yeah, it's new challenge. Yeah, and I'm glad in a way it's not, although it's a bit of a shame because that was such a cracker. It was. So it's just a bit of a, that's a lot of things with that. 290. I would imagine some of these are, they're not cheaper at all because there's quite a lot of forestry. 381, 35, nice, but again, I like this bit here as was, but I don't know what this looks like now. It used to be very, very steep. I can't imagine it being like much less. You've still got those 3 fields over there, so it's not. It's more like it's been added things on. That was my favourite start. It was 100 and something thousand, which was such a shocker to me that Giants would ever do something like that, like out of character. So 417, 223, and 205. I'd still got the biogas plant. And they are at the same place. Wow. So what is that? Train loading ramp. Okay. So I've just been a bit thorough because obviously we all know that this is completely different. So what would be the cheapest field then? Really, it would be, I think, 51 again. Well, actually, the farmyard was cheap, wasn't it? No, not quite. So that seems to represent, it's in a bit of an awkward spot. I hate to be on the edge of the map. That's 265. 6 is not bad, but yeah, because you get that extra thing, it's expensive. When I say expensive, I mean relatively. Oh, now that's not too terrible. And it's got additional land. So I do like the way that a lot of map makers do this. There's always, not always, that's an exaggeration, there's often a field or a couple of fields where you could sort of like, wow. That surprised me. I thought that one was going to be cheap as well. So all things considered, we pretty much clicked on about everything. And the best one that sticks out to me is Field 3, because you've also got, I know it's against the edge still, but you're in amongst this lot here, so you've got room. I always like to stay in a club. I like to be in the middle, but that represents to me, I don't know, is that, yeah, but that's high as well, isn't it? I like these ones. Oh, that's not too bad. Now that's in a really good location, not a million miles away from the shop, but also with that massive clump of fields around. I used to like this one, but this used to be 2. So yeah, now it's getting a lot more. Ooh, no, it was these 2 I'm thinking of. So really 17 probably represents the best value, but also has got this massive clump around it. Is also, as I love, a stone throw away from here. That's not a bad little number to actually, I think we found the place where we're going to start there. Now, of course, we can't do that at all. What I thought was, we've got 100 grand. It is the minimum. I was going to do something even more stupid and actually throw it all away. But I was also going to say, well, I'm going to have one sort of thing. But what do we do? Do we allow the buying and selling, or do we not allow the buying and selling? Because we've only got what we've got. I'm going to stipulate this is going to be tough in so much as all of those. There's no way we could afford any of those. They're all well beyond, well, when I mean any of the biggies, not the Yeah, not even that could we afford, or we might be able to. We are going to have a telehandler down at the store, which we have use of. That's one thing I'm going to say. Some of these have got like bonuses that you're going to lose on. Yeah, that's it. You're never going to make any cash on that one, and you can't switch it off. It's random. Yeah, I thought it was an option you could switch off, so that is not even an option either. So the only things we could sell is that, and that. Do we allow selling, or are we going to make it even tougher that we can't? If I wish to make this extreme, I think I'd have to stipulate that we're not allowed. We're allowed to buy for ourselves and for equipment. But the other thing I'm going to state is there's only two options. That's what is in the store we can buy, or to use the find used mod. Yeah, that is the only other option. If I want to buy something brand new, that's wrong, isn't it? If I want to buy something apart from weights, front loader tools and equivalent like telehandlers, and seed boxes. Yeah, not seeders, and not so the seed tanks that I love. These ones, they're a tool. They're not like anything special, so they're allowed to be bought outright. Do we make this more tricky? We've got to go to the store for seeds and all that type of stuff. No. If we're going to make this to the ultimate, to the like one of the toughest challenges that I've ever done, that's probably true. We would do that. So no buying and selling unless it's for us. Well, we can't even afford a field, so it's got to be contracts, and it's all that's available to you. Now, I've done a few contracts recently, and they did actually make sort of some, but we've got 100 grand. And if I stipulate that I can't buy, then I'd have to buy a vehicle in the sales right now, and there are none that we can actually do. Yeah, there is nothing in there. So that would mean I'm going to have to, no, we really shouldn't have any costs. If I'd got a plot of land, I'd put a generator down, but we've not got a plot of land, nor can we afford one. So really, the only thing we can do really is borrow somebody else's tools. And, oh my love, is that it? Oh, wow. So what is it? 5,000? It's going to cost us that for herbicide. Not quite, but yeah, it's not far off, is it? What's that one? Wood transport the tree. That's even more worse. Oh my life. So right, not only, so I think we're going to have to borrow items, aren't we? Yeah, okay. We know we need to fill the tools. You don't need to tell us. Right, okay, let's pop over then and let's buy from the store. Now, herbicide is one of the few things that I have. Where are the... And they could be hiding underneath. Oh. Okay. Methinks perhaps not. Right, I'm going to tab because... No, it's not worked. Oh, epic fail. So, Erlengrat. In that case, thinking on feet very quickly, it seems we have got to change our rules because, like, unfortunately, the map at present on its day of release is slightly buggy. So contracts are out, which means I've got to fall back on plan B. So we can buy things and we can sell things because it's probably the only avenue we've got left. Right, and we're going to buy a telehandler. This is not out of my cash. So let us give ourselves 98,000 on top, which is the cost of what it's going to be to buy what I always buy, which is... Oh, I can't believe that. That's just typical, isn't it? Only one of two contracts and it fails immediately. Oh, it's going to say we've got a contract. Oh, we don't get clobbered. Preparing. Okay, yeah, well, obviously... Yeah, we're going to cancel. Yeah, because, yeah, we will lose all payment. You're just taken all my life. You didn't even leave us your equipment. Right, we've got to do something about that. That's not fair. Because, I mean, they didn't actually do it right. I don't mind if I genuinely let them down. That's just not on. Yeah, that's like robbery, in fact. Right. Oh, why have we lost? We must have lost a bit more as well. Wow. Okay. Right. Oh, no, because some of it wasn't our cash. So apologize for this. This is a little confusing to me, even me, because I'm gonna have to think on my feet because it's now like throwing me a curveball because it's not at all going the way that it should go or you would have liked it to go. So 90, and we want back 3-point link 96. Oh, we got some sort of glitch going on the map. Full stop. Then it seems to be equipment based. Right, okay, let's turn this on then. That's nothing special, that one isn't. It is mine, that is, but it is always saying that I've left something in there, but that's not, yeah, it's not enough to stop this act. It does it on every single one, but that's actually the map. It's actually, yeah, because that's me buying stuff. Oh, wow. It could be a mod clash, of course. It might not like something. Well, this is not really turning out like I imagined it would do. This is like one of my favourite all-time maps. It's going to be fixed. We know this. Now then, can we... Yeah, it's not actually telling me anything. That particular mod crash, it is not a clash. It's just telling me that it's got something in there. There's nothing particularly at all in there that obviously I know, because as a modder I know what I'm looking for. But that's just telling me that it can't find a HUD feel. It can't find the icon to it. That doesn't cause a game crash. It's been there for months, and it's so minor that I've never got around to fixing it because I don't need to. But this, yeah, it's not allowing the process to finish. Yeah. So it appears we're going to need to wait for an update. I'm going to try a few things. Yeah. We'll try it without any mods at all. Switch them all off. So I'm going to be right back. See you shortly. The answer was glaringly obvious. It was actually, after much thought, I thought, well, you've got vehicles. If it's something to do with buying vehicles, looks like we're going to have to stick to exactly what we've got at the farm and hope that I'm going to save it as soon as we go in. So scrub all of that. It looks like we're doing new farmer start because we've got no other choice at all. So let's save the game straight away and see if it was a glitch with start from scratch and we can buy something in the sales. Now this should be completely different, but I've seen this on other maps where sometimes the starting mods in the store are exactly the same. Yeah. Which map was it? Where every single time I started it was exactly the same. It was the map in Sheffield. Moss Valley it was. So a bit of deja vu here. Right, okay, so let's turn it down. So it appears we have got what we saw, and I don't think we've got any... We got chicken pasture, sheep barn, and we've got 2 goats, 2 Steinschaft, and 2 Swiss black brown mountain, and 1 horse. And that's got food, that's got straw and grass, and they have got 4,715 litres of grain. Not bad at all. So yeah, we've not got anything to worry about immediately. We've got the farmyard. What equipment have we got? Right, okay, let's save the game before we do anything. Yeah, we need to do a bit of testing because we've just seen that this totally breaks. So if we, yeah, also, is the store the same or different? It's the same. Yeah, I saw this on Moss Valley, where no matter what you do, the very first day starts with a certain lineup. Right, okay, so now can we buy anything though? Is it a glitch we start from scratch, or is it a glitch with the map? So let's try and buy something not in the start lineup. Let's try and buy the telehandler. Yeah, now this is, do we? Now then, so let's buy... Oh, it is start from scratch. Wow. Okay, well that's different, isn't it? Right, okay, well, so 98 grand we need to give ourselves back, because this is not for us. Well, that at least we've got a place to start, so that's not too terrible. So 98,000. So back up to 100,000. We have a telehandler down at the store. So it looks like we can actually do things where... So it'd be interesting. Let's just do a little tiny bit of testing. And now then, there's a few bits and bobs I'm going to change straight away. As much as I like this, and I do, it's... Yeah, now we're still going to stick to the same rules, though. We're not allowed to just buy things willy-nilly. We've got to... no, I like the mower. Yeah, I do. I'm quite fond of this mower. We've had many sort of things. Is there anything else we do need to take, though? And what is in the sales? Are we going to have it that we're going to make things tricky? We're not allowed to... No, we're not allowed to loan. We're going to make this tricky. We've got a very bad rep with the bank manager. Do we need to... And it's grass. So I'm going to... This... Now, obviously, the one thing I'm going to say, I've always said this, is these are all assets. Now, if they were worthless, I wouldn't do what I'm going to do, but they're not. This I hate so much that it's like, yeah, I mean, I love massive stuff, but not this particular one. So this is going. Not a massive fan of the Poitinger either, but we need something. So if we're doing grass work, that would have to be done. So what else do we... Oh, I've got automatic engine start on. Of course I have. I hate that as well. We will leave it off, because if you switch it on now, we'll do slow. It really makes very little difference. Okay, we'll go low for once. Yeah, I very rarely have the... It's not on easy, though. I did do it on hard. Yeah, so I always forget the... Where is the... traffic. We'll leave autosave on because it's a new map. I can never find... Here we go. That's it. Never find that at all. I don't know what I've looked at it 1,000 times, and can I ever find it? So I think that's pretty much it. That's my standard settings. So yeah, I will probably go for a production. So that means we're not going to use the Tedder, but oh my life, the windrow is horrible as well. It is. But we need a windrow. So I'm not going to like allow everything. Weights. We did say we're allowed to do weights, but we might want to take something else. So what else do we want to take? Yeah, windrow we need. I think we're going to take the harvester. What size header have we got? Yeah, I'm gambling. I am gambling with what we've got for our future. This is completely different now. I'm going to completely off pat to what we were doing before. Now, what header is it going to be? Yeah, because it's Capello. It's 6 meter. Yeah, it's too small. That can manage way more than that. So we'll sell that too. And we've not got any fields anyway to worry about such things at present. So all things considered, yeah, we're going to gamble, but we're going to gamble where we're buying something else to replace it. Yeah, so this has got to be lead, because these are just useless at follow. Yeah, they are useless with follow me even. And I'm not... The one thing I'm going to say, what is out of bounds, is selling of things, because they could be worth a lot. There's a few Let's Plays where I'll have these stringent rules, and then I sort of sell something, and all of a sudden I'm a millionaire. Not literally, but I've got hundreds of thousands in the... Oh, okay. So why will you not follow? Were you too far away? Ah, you were. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. I mean, yeah, because I thought once you was in range, you was in range. So, do we need anything else? We have got another fence as well. We've got a standard header also that is small. Yeah, I think we will. Let's take everything we intend on not keeping. So we've got a front loader. Yeah, let's get all the boring stuff out of the way so we can crack on. That's what I'm sort of thinking. So, yeah, I'm quite partial to those. We do need something at present to do our jobs. And we do need trailers. Let's have a look. And we do... Well, we don't really at the minute. It's cultivators and things like that. I'm not a massive fan of that plough either. But we'll order some things. We do need a... Like the Abbey will do until we get... Or unless we get something like... The Garant will keep, because we've not got any other kind of fertilizer spreader, so it looks like we're going to use mostly what we've got. The other thing is, how much is the biogas plant, being as we've started in grass? I mean, is it like a mega expensive, or is it cheap, or... It's mediocre, yeah, for... I mean, it's expensive for us, but... it's not awful, so we've got to leave the normal header for now. So we've got no, we haven't. We've got a harvester that has the ability to grab it. We are being silly. The Regitrack could also have carried something on its front. Yeah, we'll do it properly. I'm not going to reset or anything bad like that, even though they're all... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Why am I losing money? We're losing money because you are like... Okay, everyone unfollow me. Right, so we need to stop this one, because I need to grab the trailer and it'll do weird things if I like do it on follow me whilst I'm grabbing this. Oh, wait, and you can't see what you're doing. It angles. Right, smashing. Oh, way too much snatching going on. Oh, wow. That was not really... Good job we've not got anybody following us. Now then, where is the way? I think it's to right. Either. Left and then right. Right, so then let's get everybody following, and I will meet you down at the store. Yeah, so I'm going to see you. No, we don't need to do that, do we? No, we do, because my wife might be ringing. She's away at the minute, so I'm going to see you down at the store. See you shortly. I apologise for being in the middle of the road, but I thought, yeah, but you're going to think I'm going to reset, so no, let's turn the cameras on. I can always, like, pause and jump back on when my wife rings me. She's gone away to dog sit for my stepdaughter. Yeah, they've got a really old dog. Lovely he is, and he is, yeah, he is, ooh. Okay. Appears we've lost Chloe. It's amazing with Follow Me. You know, obviously we never went anywhere near that. They sort of... Not exactly right. Wow. Yeah, you will be, Bob, because there's a car in the way. Yeah, I've got the fantastic naming mod that obviously to begin with you couldn't do names, and now you're allowed to. There's an XML, which I love. So I've got Star Wars and family names, which is amazing. So yeah, that one there. It might not pick up from there. Yeah, they're a bit weird on this collision. Ooh. Was there viewers? You have abandoned ship, as you would rightly so. Yeah, I'm trying to start the engine. Alright, let's try again, shall we? Oh, please don't try and climb the car. Oh, he is as well. Hopefully the... Let's just switch traffic off, shouldn't I? Oh, my life. Oh, it's sort of managing. As long as we keep moving, we should be alright. Yeah, so this is a bit of a gamble. But obviously they're all assets we're allowed to do. So no loaning from the bank. It's not nowhere near what I call an extreme challenge now, though. Yeah, that's totally scuppered it. They start from scratch, not working. So I would say probably best to still go left into town. If it's similar, to how it used to be, which I'm not sure it is. Yeah, no, I think it is. I think... I doubt very much they'll have changed it, because it is obviously a sort of a convert, so it looks like structure's been changed, but mostly the map that we all know, well, I won't say all of us know and love. I personally, it's literally is, as I said, I'm not pulling up, but very few Giants maps that I really truthfully like. This is one of them that I really did, and I love the field that now is obviously very, very expensive. Yeah, well, at least it waited. That's rare. They usually just go anyway. Now then, I must remember, one of these ways is that I always used to go in the wrong way to the store, and then one day I cottoned on that the arrows are quite literal, pointing that there is only one way in, and I'd always been going the wrong way. So we'll try to be good. Yeah, so we need to go, well, unless of course that's changed too, which is possible also. It was the one not to the left of us now, but that was the out. Oh no, I think it's still no exit, no entrance. So this was the way in. Where, oh, actually it's wrong. Oh, we're going to have to do it now. So I've gone and done exactly the thing that I said I wasn't going to do. But we've really, with this beast. Oh, my life. Okay, we've knocked that over as well. Wasn't me honest. No, I'm not fibbing. I'll take it on the chin. Alright, let's grab Digitrack. Oh, so somebody is blocked by an object. We keep in the tractors apart from the Digitrack though. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, so you obviously got attacked by something, or you've bumped into the wire fence that we... trouble is when you think about where you go, and like when it's going around the corner with something long like that, actually it can be that it's following you exactly. Alright, so we want to take a left this time. Thank goodness there's no collisions on the fence, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. At least 3 times we would have been in trouble. You just, yeah, honestly, don't worry yourself or us. Don't rush. We're fine. Right, okay then. So now that is, of course, if everything is where it used to be, which was somewhere around here. It is as well. Excellent. So then. Yep. 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 And yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Right, that's... Yeah, we need the telehandler. Now, I know, obviously, that's also going to open up the sales to us. It's not... Oh, we're on pounds. I think we probably ought to change that before we get too far in. So we don't want to be on pounds. We want to be on euros. Let's save the game while we're here as well. So we've got, if anything goes wrong, we're at this point, we don't need to start again. So just sell these inputs, and as I said, I know, we also know, we've seen there's some beautiful big things which are going to bring in quite a lot of cash, but we are allowed. The other thing is, obviously, we are limiting what we've got. Now, we've only got grass anyway that we can actually do, and we've got very, very limited equipment. And I mean very, very limited equipment. Yeah, we've only got the front mower, which we are keeping. But, yeah, I'm trying to think about tedding and stuff like that. No, we're going to go productions. Oh. No, actually, yeah, that probably isn't a bad idea. Let's just see if we can get a bit closer. I don't think we'll be in the catchment area, but we shall see. I can't remember, sometimes they extend a little bit further, other times they don't, and that's a bit lethal, Mr. Smith. Like that thing sticking out. 5. Yep. And... Yep. And... Yep. And... Yeah. Fantastic. So, Even more. Right, so then what? Yes, we've got 2 tractors. We are allowed, obviously, to buy anything with the fine used, but that is the rules. We're going to stick to that particular stipulation. It makes things very, very tricky. It does. It's very random, the fine used. So then, we're obviously going to make them. Now that is useful because we can buy the other half of that. So that's going to be for us. That's not going to be for us in Europe. Could you do cotton in Europe? Not sure. Wow. We've got that. I mean, this is really quite fortunate if you're doing the sales because each one of these is going to bring in quite a lot of cash. But we do need to, yeah, we might grab that Brantner as well. It's a good size. Let's move this light out of the way. So we can have front boxes. We'll have the biggest part of the seeder. And then it's just the seed stroke fertilizer section left to do. Now, I'm not sure what the horsepower on these are. I've got a slightly bigger, but I don't think it's the really big models. I think it's the one that goes up to either 246 or maybe the 330. Maybe. Right, okay. Wow, we're a bit close. The amount of times this does appear in the sales. Not that I'm complaining, like, but I'm just saying. Wow. Yes, this is a beautiful bit of kit as well. I have actually owned it once. Yeah, it sort of changed my mind actually on the round small bales because I was never a massive fan, but I think it's because I've done so much of the traditional bales, and so I'm a bit of a traditionalist where you like think, oh, I'm not going to change my loyalties. You know, this is. No, we're not planning on doing forestry. No, I'd like to get into farming straight away. I was just thinking to myself, do I go and strip that field that we own of trees with this before we sell it? No. He's the answer to this question. Right, so the roper is the last item we're going to sell because we've already said that's a no-no. Although we could buy it for ourselves, but it's fibbing. We really would pay 41 grand for it. 14 cubic meters. GPS left rear door klaxon. I think it's auto loading though, isn't it? Very high. What does that mean? Oh, right. So he's sort of got. I'm not sure. Yeah, fill volume, fill up packs. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's auto loading, which is good. But I'm trying to be really good where I'm not doing anything like that. So we shall steer clear for that very reason. So let's grab this last thing we're selling. And we will use this, and then we're going to see what we're doing. We need to just want to clear this out of the way because I'm not really sure myself because it really has thrown me a terrible curve. I'd already got in my mind what I was going to do, but we've seen start from scratch is at present broken. Yeah, whether that was the contract that broke it, and it's possible that crashed, although it wasn't showing it would crashed. May have been the contract. Might be if we took a contract now. It might crash. We could save it and test because again the other thing is I always think it's nice for people to see if that's the case. So if we just try and we'll pay mistakes just a test, so I'm not going to lose the money. What I mean is it's just to see is this now. There's also far more contracts. So if we say borrow items, will you conjure up the things or have you gone wrong? No, this time it's working. Right, so yeah, so something went wrong on the start from scratch, whether it was the equipment or it just went wrong like forever. So cancel. What are we going to lose so we can pay ourselves back? 959. So F12 add 959. So it appears on New Farmer Star, actually, everything appears to be okay. Or it was a random glitch. It is possible I could go and start from scratch again and it could be completely different. So we're up to 706,637. We are not allowed to sell buildings. We are going to buy that. And we're also going to buy that too. Standard bale extension. Yeah, I think we'll just stick at the minute. Money is tight. So do you know something? I think we'll actually just have bale trailer and we'll add the extra one when we can afford it. Yeah, I just want to go minimum at present. I know we could sell those and buy them, but I just try not be silly. So then we've got 2 tractors. We're ordering a few bits and bobs as well for like the future. So massive fan of we have our own Xylon modded. Old Fent Xylon. It will be rusty one day, but I haven't really got. Yeah, I don't know how to do it at the minute. So we're going to find used, continuous search. So it could find it in an hour, or it could find it. You know, like we're going to order any more. No, we'll rely on like tractors. Now, if we've bought that cedar, we do need the rest of it. So we would want to buy the pull behind, I think. Was it the pull between? No, pull behind. So again, find used. Oh, we don't want that section, you Wally. It's this section we want. Oh, do you know, seriously, what are you like? Right, okay, well, we'll have to sell that. We've paid for the fine now, haven't we? So we've got that. Are we going to go for... Yeah, we are, because this is just such... I love this. It's such a good all-rounder. Continuous, yes. Fertilizer spreaders, I would like for us to... obviously put the feelers out for the Xylon, being as we're going for the Xylon. Find used. Yes, it does do that. It's annoying. I've tried so many different ways. There's a few settings in the mod that like called restitution. I'm feeling that that's probably something to do with that. So let's quickly go back to the farm. We've cancelled it. Yeah, right. Fantastic. So let's go back to the farm and have a bit of a recce on what we're actually doing. Yeah, I mean, so it should be. Yeah, so it's ready to harvest. Fertilizer, no %. It's meadowgrass, so it won't be, will it? Really, let's be honest. It's a bit of a severe. Now that's the other thing. Yeah, have we only got that front mower? That's the real sort of question, isn't it? Is it just that one? I got the Poitinger. I think it was just the front mower, wasn't it? Which is I should know. Case Farm Tech. International Clotty. Passenger Quick. Oh, we haven't sold it. The Coon, of course it is. Yeah, so we have only got... Oh, no. No, we have. Yeah, only got that. So then, if that is the case... I think we're going to buy something a bit... Yeah, I'm going to buy my mower then if we've got to do this. So again, this is going to take a bit of time. So let's grab mine. The back bar mower. Even though it can be actually held on the front. So yeah, let's find used. Fantastic. Windrower. We've got a windrower. But do we... I think we're going to grab the one... my personal favourite, made by Wolfex Modding. Yeah, I would like to make a cheap one similar to the one we had in FS19 and 22. So we want to find used. Yeah, 1,800 it was. Russell Mash, beautiful little thing, very bright, blue and red or blue and silver. Gorgeous bit of kit. I cannot for the life of me remember the modder's name, but beautiful bit of kit that I really seriously miss in FS25. Right, so then food is for animals. So this is the state of play. Yeah, so we're up to 648,000. We are not allowed to like strip the farmyard of buildings or anything like that. I was trying to think of any stipulations. Oh, yeah, but what about a silo? It's going to be like horrible grain silo, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, it will be, won't it? That's the trouble. Well, we could always put a production silo. There's a little bit of room for us to stick something down as well. So why don't we just stick in the same location? Because it's not bad, is it really? So I think... Let's have a look. I think we need a corner one because space is tight. Yeah, now I realise I'm one of the few people who have got production silos because I made them myself. Yeah, so corner is that one there. It's the tightest one I've got where it literally is. So if we stuck that, we might need to go B mode because it's as flat as a pancake. And I might have to like pretend those barrels aren't there, or that piece of metal, because we're going to have to like be sort of tight. What about there? And it's still it's overlaps, yeah, with surrounding objects. I think we're just going to have to like ignore this fact and put in B mode like so, I think. Which means we're not going to get any... we also don't want to make it so that it's hard for us to get to... Just check all the way around, because I know sometimes you'd think you... Well, no, there's a tiny weeny bit of space in that. And actually, yeah, that doesn't look too terrible. So this is the BI Industry corner production site. Very tight. You'll notice the pipe really does not come out very far at all. It's very tight because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to go pretty much wherever you need it to. It's like, you know, for against fences and things like that, which you can't normally do for some reason. Giants don't normally allow it. So yeah, this is really, really a beautiful little bit of kit. So now we've got production silo with lots of storage for anything. Chickens, how many have we got? Oh, 200. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like the style. It's a beautiful little thing. Right, so we're not getting rid of anything. We said that already. So this is where we are. I'm going to leave this. This is the very first session, so we're not going to do any work. The grass is ready to cut. We have ordered a mower. It's true, we can't do anything. The animals have all been fed, I believe. We could do a bit more. Are we going to... Yeah, if this is true now that we are doing this, we are also going to ask BI Industries to be our supplier of bits and bobs, which is a buy point for our grain for the chickens and all that type of thing. Oh, that's true. We are going to also put the sign in to say we are in residence. Because, yeah, you would do that, wouldn't you, really? Can we... Might need to, yeah. Oh, now that actually did for a second flickered. Ooh. Well, there's definitely was a flicker. It was at a weird angle, but it was a flicker. It looks like it's going to have to be B-mode. Right. I think the sign's a bit awful, though, isn't it? Let's try and stick... Oh, it doesn't... Yeah, I was quite happy with that for a second. Okay, let's put it in B-mode. Fantastic. Right, okay, so we are in residence. Eliakim's farm is in business, so let's just put the buy point for things like the chickens and the total mixed ration. I couldn't think of its name for 1 second. Containers. Yeah, so we will, whilst we've got to, buy in... Yeah. Oh, this is the new one. I really prefer the other one, but yeah, this will do nicely. So let's stick that all quite close together, I think. B mode again. Because luckily for us, it is as flat as a pancake. Right, so there we go. So all of the farms, things that we need. Oh, I've still got that one on. I thought I turned these the other day. No, I was going to do this side. Yeah, I decided because they're round decals and they're on a round body. I need to actually get the BI Industry and turn it rather than the decal for a round thing. Whereas This was a flat one. Actually, it was a round one that I stretched and made, which is why it's got that weird line in the middle. Yeah, and the pusher's sort of still semi-round. Yeah. After designing round decals perfectly well with Farmer Bob's help, I then went back to a flattish thing where I needed flat decals again. Typical me. No, you've got both. So that's where I'm going to leave it. This is our first session. Welcome to the Alps. Yeah, Erlengrat as was the Alps now. So yeah, I hope you're going to join me on this. Well, I hope it's going to be an interesting Let's Play because this is really one of my absolute favourites. It truly is. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope... Yeah, the other thing is obviously we are on hard economy. Prices are literally terrible. They really are. Yeah, so, yeah. Goodbye. For now.